my name is Ashley Collins, aka the Aunt of Dragons. I have a particularly special guest for us this evening, day, whatever time that you're watching this. Please introduce us to yourself.
Hey everybody, my name's Shawn Williams, from Fort Lauderdale, and yeah.
Oh, okay. So you reached out to me because you had a story that you wanted to share.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel comfortable sharing the story now?
Oh yeah.
So tell us what happened to you.
Okay. A few years ago, I was dealing with a girl. We were in a relationship, and the relationship was extremely toxic, and just overall, it became a domestic violent type situation. So, I mean, I was a victim of domestic abuse.
What did she physically do to you?
Um, she used to hit me here and there, but like the abuse was more so like emotional abuse, mental. It didn't really get physical towards like, here and there, but it was just a mixture of all types of just wrong.
How long were you guys together for?
It's honestly, it was less than a year. Less than a year. We didn't even make it a full year.
What made you want to stay?
Um, because I was one of those ones like, yeah, it's bad, but it's gonna get better. And plus, I was like, okay, I love her enough for her to hopefully, see that, you know, everything's gonna be okay. But that was just me being young. I'm sorry, young and naive, honestly. Um, yeah, so that was something that made me stay, thinking things were gonna change, but they didn't.
So when you said that she put her hands on you, where specifically, what regions?
She I'm trying to think. She never really got to the face. It was more so like in the chest area, just upper body, like places like that, like just like a slap across the chest, or things like that.
And then how did it escalate later?
Um, it escalated later when I felt the need to just leave. Like I got tired of that. I have got tired of her, and I was done. And then it that was the problem for her, and she wasn't too hip about me leaving her because it was a cycle we had going on. Like we'd argue, we kind of break up, and then we'll make up. But then it's like at that point, I knew I was done, and that's when it like just like blew up, and it was just yeah. That's where everything just went haywire.
What happened after you guys broke up?
Uh, she took me through some things that I necessarily don't believe that I still don't believe that I should have dealt with the things I had to deal with. And like I
Like what
said,
specifically?
she falsely accused me of some things. And yeah, it was just I had to fight that. So yeah.
What specifically did she accuse you of?
Uh, sh- uh well, it's over with now. So, but she falsely accused me of, beating her, battery.
And it went to the court through the court system?
Yes, it did.
What happened? How
Um,
how how many days, months did that go on for?
it went on for a year and some change. Yeah, a year and a couple of months.
Wow.
Yeah. It was back and forth, and then we had, went to trial, and everything just came back clear. Not clear. I mean, not clear, but not guilty. And that's just the chapter of my life I'm really just trying to like move on from, honestly.
Do you feel any resentment towards her?
Um, uh, before I did like in the beginning, because I never expected all this to happen. Like I knew she was out there, but just the shit. Excuse me. The things she had put me took me
It's
through.
okay. Curse, yeah. Please curse. Please curse.
I just didn't expect it, because I mean, like, so I felt some resentment at first. I was real like hurt and anger, like pissed off. But because I never understood like how can someone you're supposed to love and vice versa, how could someone you took care of and did for and all these things, how could someone do you like that? So in the beginning I felt resentment, and then as I was trying to get through it, I just, I kind of let it go because I already knew, like, in the long run, the truth will prevail, and that, sorry, but yeah, I was pissed at first, but I just pushed through it because I knew my truth. My team knew my truth. My friends, everybody knew my truth, the truth. And I just wasn't gonna accept defeat in that.
So what would have happened if you were prosecuted?
Um, if I was prosecuted, I would have went to jail for about maybe 2 years or something like that. I don't know how long I would have went to jail, but I would have went to jail. And before, I was offered like not opportunities, like deals, because they wanted to offer me a plea. And the plea, I honestly, I thought it was just bullshit. And it's like, I was being way, like, it was overcharged, and it was just bullshit. It's, I felt like it
What
was
was the plea
unnecessary.
deal?
Hmm?
What was the plea deal?
Uh, dude, I think it was 60 days in the county, 2 years probation, and a year of battles prevention, some shit like that. And it just like,
Wow.
yeah, it was ridiculous. And I was like, I'm not gonna plead guilt. I'm not gonna accept a plea for something I didn't do. Because I mean,
Yeah.
you're accepting a plea, you gotta accept the fact. Like, no. So I wasn't with that. I wasn't with that at all.
Why do you think that we want someone to pay for breaking our hearts?
Um, that's a good question. I think because that pain doesn't have to necessarily deal with the one who's breaking your heart. It's probably something that went on in your life, like, prior to, like, it comes from a earlier place than just a simple boyfriend girlfriend breakup, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, it does make sense. It does make sense. Um, we very rarely hear cases of men admitting that they're going through an abusive relationship because it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of embarrassing,
Yeah, it is.
right? Like, why would you allow a woman to put your hands on you? Why do you think men stay?
Um, I think men stay because it's just unheard of. Like, you would never expect a woman to, do certain things. And I think if we was to leave and people was like, well, why did you break up? Oh, Shorty was crazy. She used to beat up on me, like, da da da. And it's like, oh, it's like I said, it's unheard of, and people wouldn't believe it. Like, oh, you tripping? You let somebody like beat up on you or do all these things to you, like, especially let alone a woman. Like, so I think that's why men stay, because it's like you like you're saying, you think it's gonna stop. You hope for it to get better, and you just really think it's like a dream. Like, what? Like, it's unheard of, to be honest. It's really unheard of, but it happens. It happens.
Why don't we believe men?
Just the fact that it's in society, all throughout history, it's always been pushed that, that men are strong, men are able to endure, and like, we're just these big tough guys, the head of the household, da 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 da. Just this real superiority um what is it, type of complex, in a sense, like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think that's why, men, it's hard to believe that men get abused, because, yeah.
Should we believe all women?
No. And I know how that sounds. I'm sorry.
Why?
Oh, I mean, because every woman isn't telling the truth, unfortunately. Like, people lie. And I think they lie because they know a woman, you're gonna always believe a woman, like, before you believe a man, because that's what's been put out there. That's just that is what gets the attention. Um, that's what gets those feeling sorry for you, those wanting to support you, those wanting to, and not to say that isn't helpful for women who actually who are abused, but the women who lie about it, they get that same type of treatment, and it just shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way.
So how long ago was your situation for you?
It was a few years ago. I want to say, well, it was like 2016, ending of 2016, and it cleared up like ending of 2017.
How are you now?
I mean, I'm good. I mean, sometimes I know I have thoughts as to, why that happened. But I mean, I had to be honest with myself because it'll never be a time I'll be in this girl's face and I get an apology or like a why, or it'll never be a reconciliation on that end. So I let that go, and I just try to do right by myself because I'm more so geared towards everybody else, but I don't take care of me. So I just try to work on myself, become a better man, become a better friend, brother. Like, just, I'm all about elevating myself now. And that's what I've been on since like 2016, to be honest, since I got caught up in this mess.
If she apologized, would you accept it?
Nah, I mean, I take it, but it's just like it for some reason it won't be enough because it's just like, why did we have to go through all that?
Yeah.
It was unnecessary, especially when we were both young. We could have had, we could have went any way we wanted to go. I'm pretty sure we would have broke up. We did, like, went our separate ways. We both would have been fine. So I don't understand, like, how. Ooh, I didn't realize I was so dark. So I do apologize.
It's okay. If you
Yeah,
want to put on a lamp, you can.
Yeah, let me turn on some. Give me a second. Let me put on.
Yeah, no worries, no rush. Happy Sunday for those of you who are watching. I'm chatting with Shawn Williams right now, talking about domestic violence in a relationship, particularly for his scenario.
Yeah, okay, that's a little better. It's the weather is gloomy here, so I tried to play with the lightning and sea, but it's real gloomy here. So
no worries. Okay, so do you think that fighting is healthy in relationships?
Physical. I don't think any fighting is like helpful. It's
not physical.
Like maybe arguing more so.
Yeah.
Heated arguments, they're not helpful, but I mean a conversation can be helpful, if that makes sense. You got to be able to like differentiate, know the difference between an argument and a conversation. And I think a disagreement, it gets mixed up in an argument, and that's not the case.
So you went to FAMU?
I did.
Boo, first of all.
Nah, don't do it like that.
I went to Florida State, so.
I know, I see.
What year did you go?
I went from 2012 to 2016, then 2018.
Oh, you went when I was leaving.
When did you come out?
2011.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm older than you. But what did you study? Because you have 2 degrees.
Yes, I studied criminal justice, psychology, and then I got a master's in public administration.
That's so ironic.
Yeah.
That you studied criminal justice and you went through that situation.
Yeah.
Did that inspire you to study that?
No, because it's crazy because this happened after I graduated with my bachelor's going into my master's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, yeah. If anything, this whole situation really just inspired me to, because before I was real quiet. I wasn't like, I was social, but like only to like people I knew. So a situation like this it's been inspiring to me because I can use my situation as like something to tell my story and let others know, like, hey, I've been in this situation. I've been there before. I can use that as a tool to let people know, hey, pay attention to the signs and, just know when's enough. Like, just because I can help somebody that's in this situation or was in this situation, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm good with
How
that.
was what happened to you your fault?
How was it my fault?
Yes.
Um, I think I should have left sooner.
Mm.
That's my fault. And I should have listened. And I really should have paid attention. But being so love struck, or I want to say it was lust struck,
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's what really had me. I think that's why I stayed, because like I said, but that my faults in it, I should have just listened. I should have listened to the signs, should have listened to other people, and I should have just woke up my damn self sooner than I did. Because yeah, when I did want to leave, that was the end result. And yeah.
So you're a Sigma.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is the relevance of fraternities and sororities right now? And do you think that they're still useful? Present tense, 2021.
Relevance.
Yeah.
I think right now, um, I mean, with the pandemic and stuff, I mean, no, let's backtrack. It's still relevant because each organization has, their goals and their principles and their significance in the community, and just their ideals. I mean, a lot the community service aspect might take a hit. Might have, well, it probably did with the COVID and stuff. So I definitely believe that things are still the same, but things have definitely changed. Grateful that I'm still able to see many organizations, not just mine, still put in that work with dealing with social distancing and things like that, the community service aspect. But I mean, I'm pretty sure it can be more without the whole COVID thing, the pandemic.
So let me be more specific. Why
Please
should
do. I'm
people?
sorry.
So no, don't be sorry.
Mm.
Why should people want to join a sorority or fraternity?
Oh, okay. You
Because
should
it's,
want
it's
to.
kind of cold. It's kind of cultish, don't you think?
It depends. It depends. It all depends on you as an individual. If you have a strong mindset and you know who you are as a person, and you have strong beliefs prior to joining any organization, or any organization really, you wouldn't have to worry about it necessarily being a cult, because some people eat, sleep, breathe their organizations. Others, they're just proud to be a part of it and do what they have to do, and they're still a man
Mm-hmm.
and woman their own men and women at the end of the day. So I definitely don't believe in the it being necessarily cultish.
You give food to the homeless around Christmas
Mm-hmm.
every year. How long you been doing that for?
Um, about a couple of years. I actually I took a break because I was transitioning home, but that is definitely something I would like to continue doing once I have better resources and things like that. But yeah, I've done that for a couple of years now.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Um, it's just, I don't know. I got a soft spot for like many things, and one of those are just like the homeless. Especially being in Tallahassee around the time it got cold. Just I remember riding down. I haven't been in Tallahassee in a couple of years, but I guess it's Tennessee Street where Greyhound is, right down that
Yeah,
street. Yeah,
yeah,
and just seeing people like sleep outside those double doors in the cold,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
just around the bus stops and things like that. That that hurt me. I mean, I never experienced that, but I know if I was, I would want someone to help me, and
Yeah.
that's just why I do it. Because I mean, like, I'm blessed to be able to bless others, even if it's like a sandwich, or a few dollars or some water or something like that. So why not bless others when you've been extremely blessed?
Do you think we give men too hard of a time when it comes to playing video games?
I think yeah. I think women do give. You meant like women, or just like this society? Women, right?
Both?
Okay, well, I think men we do get a hard time for playing video games, but I mean, like,
What system do you play?
uh, now I'm playing PS4.
You
I
don't have the
started.
PS5 yet?
Nah, I'm not getting that
Why?
because it's just so much stuff going on. Like it was, it's so much. It's already malfunctioning and things like that from what I've seen.
I mean, like, yeah. What do you play on your PS4?
Madden 2K. I like open world games, so like Ghost Recon, Red Dead. Uh, yeah, just those types. I just finished up Spider-Man, the Miles Morales game. It was
Oh, how
relatively
was that?
short. It was short. I would have liked it to have been a little longer and the story a little bit more detailed as opposed to the Amazing Spider-Man from which he
Yo, the Amazing
derived from.
Spider-Man game was so it, and like there was other stuff you could do,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And it's like you really got to stretch out, I guess, the side missions and just bleed like slowly get through the main story in the Miles Morales. It's relatively short, man.
it's
It's but
very short. I'm a
it's
huge gamer, by the way.
yeah. What do you play?
Yeah, yo, I dominate Call of Duty.
Ah, yeah,
I dominate.
yeah. Okay,
I
okay.
heard a lot of guys' feelings when because my username is girl,
Mm,
so they're so they always say I got beat by a girl.
mm. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I tried to Call of Duty. I play Call of Duty. I go online, but it gets intense, man. It gets
Very intense.
intense,
You can't
and
be soft playing that.
nah, you can't. You can't even be start playing GTA online because that gets
Oh, I hate GTA so
yeah,
much.
yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah, it's really not. It's not.
It's just
It's
bloody for no reason. Like, why are
yeah,
you chasing me? I'm just here. I'm just trying to get a sandwich.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, you got to be strong minded going playing in this online game with them, man. Seriously, seriously.
Okay. So where can we like you, stalk you, follow you, all that fun stuff?
Um, I'm on Facebook. Just as this is, Shawn Williams. Instagram. It's just underscore Shawn SHAWN. And yeah. Those are what I'm mainly on. So if you have questions about the situation or just curious if you're dealing with that type of situation and just want to know what to do or like how to get through it or get out of it, I mean, shoot me a message. I'm always here to listen. I'm always here to talk. I can definitely go into more details about everything, and we could see how to help you, men, women, anybody, how to help you, save yourself.
And that's my question for right now. Final question. What advice would you give to someone who is currently going through a domestic violence situation and they're
Uh,
scared to leave?
Scared to leave?
Especially with the potential consequences of someone lying on them and going through the judicial system.
Yeah. I would say don't. Damn, that's a lot. I would say don't give up. Don't just continue to accept it. I'm pretty sure that person is talking to maybe a family member about it. Whatever family that loves you or anybody who loves you, whatever they're saying in regards to you leaving, just just be receptive to it. Don't try to knock it because you're scared. It's all right to be scared. It's okay, but it gets better. But you gotta want to get better. You gotta want to leave that situation.
Yeah.
Because chances are that abuser, they're not gonna. I believe once you start, you're not gonna stop. You're not gonna truly stop, no matter how you try to switch it up, or change your act and stuff. Because I feel like once you cross a certain line, you can't love that person anymore, no matter how you treat them.
Yeah.
Uh, Definitely if you know you're in it and you want to leave, I would suggest maybe calling the hotline to get some expert advice or just somebody to listen to your story and just help motivate you. And just be smart, be wise. I would say, yeah, be strategic in how you leave, because depending on how angry or aggressive that person is, they're not gonna be okay with you leaving. Like no abuser is gonna be okay with you wanting to leave the situation. So just be smart with that. If you gotta take if y'all living together, not to go out too off track, but if y'all living together, just slowly move things somewhere else. And you know, and definitely because this is what I had to do. And I don't want to sound like I'm not condoning it, but if they want to continue arguing, don't just blurt out, "Oh, I'm gonna leave," or you know, "I'm done." Da da da. Like just be strong in that moment and know you're gonna have to make your move slowly but surely eventually. That's what I would say. And once you're out, no matter what they do, no matter what they say, whether they come whining down you, give you roses, say, make, do long-winded, because everybody like the long paragraphs, like they see your long paragraphs, long messages, want to call your mom, call your family, your friends, whether they want to show up. Please, under no circumstances, turn back and go back to that bullshit. Please. You can save, it's potentially information to save your life, because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and under no circumstances, just don't turn around. Just don't look back. Once you out, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough because you're gonna feel like, oh, this was the only person for me, and you probably done isolated yourself from your friends and family, so you have nobody. You feel you have nobody but who was abusing you, and that's not true. That's not true. You have somebody. So just be strong, please.
It's interesting that you said that earlier before, that they're not going to stop, because it is psychologically, once someone starts abusing you, they've established in their mind that they've lost their respect for you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that you can do to change their mind, because it's already become a habit to them. Like tying your shoelaces. Who knows how to tie your shoelace anymore? We just do it out of habit.
Yeah.
Now, out of habit, they don't respect you anymore.
Yeah.
And it sounds sad, and I'm not sorry that we had this conversation, because there's so much on this planet right now. We don't have to settle for less. We don't have to settle for a bad job. We don't have to settle for a mediocre relationship.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for being so honest and so brave and telling us your story. I really, really appreciate you.
I appreciate that. I hope that was good enough, because to be honest, like I've never spoke about it ever. So of course I'm gonna try to clean it up, but I just hope I was able to get it out clear enough, and it was professional enough, or just that somebody can understand. I was nervous because, like, again, my first time talking about it, but I'm just glad I was able to just come on and, you know, just share what I know real raw. I don't have a script. I don't have nothing to read off, nothing memorized in my head. I'm just going off, you know. Yeah,
I appreciate you being for being so real and so raw and not scripted, because it means that it's authentic and it was real.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for your bravery. I appreciate you.
No problem. I appreciate you for having this platform. I watch your videos, I watch your interviews, and this is a very great thing what you're doing.
Thank you. That was very kind of you to say. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really, really hope that you're not in this situation if you're watching this. But if you are, feel free to reach out to myself or Shawn for guidance. But most importantly, reach out to a professional. Just type it in, Google it. It's available. It's there. Okay? Yeah. At the end of the day, this is just a discussion. These are just opinions. Don't be afraid to reach out to a professional. Okay? Thank you, guys.
All right, now y'all take it easy. Stay safe.